The latest trailer for the Testaments Episode 9 may have just revealed the beginning of Gilead's collapse, and at the center of it all are Aunt Lydia, Agnes, Daisy, Beka, and Hulda. The promo is dark, emotional, and filled with warning signs that nobody is truly safe anymore. Aunt Lydia appears to be making the most dangerous decision of her life. Agnes is getting closer to uncovering the truth about Gilead. Daisy seems ready to risk everything for the resistance. And both Beka and Hulda may be caught in a deadly power struggle inside Ardua Hall. But the biggest shock. The trailer strongly hints that betrayal is spreading from within, and once it starts, there may be no stopping what comes next. One of the most emotional parts of the Episode 9 trailer centers around Agnes, and for the first time, it truly feels like she's beginning to see Gilead for what it really is. The promo shows Agnes walking through Ardua Hall looking visibly shaken, almost as if the world she trusted is starting to fall apart around her. That line seems directed straight at Agnes' growing doubts. For most of the season, Agnes has tried to survive by following the rules and believing that obedience would keep her safe. But Episode 9 suggests that strategy is no longer working. One quick scene shows Agnes secretly opening a hidden drawer filled with documents and photographs, possibly information the aunts never wanted her to find. And judging by her reaction, whatever she discovers completely changes her understanding of Gilead. The trailer also hints that Agnes may finally begin connecting the dots about her own past and the people around her. There's a brief emotional shot of her crying while staring into a mirror, followed by another scene where Aunt Lydia watches her carefully, almost as if she knows Agnes is beginning to wake up. What makes this storyline so compelling is that Agnes isn't just questioning authority anymore, she's questioning the entire foundation of the life she was raised to believe in. And in Gilead, that kind of awakening is incredibly dangerous. Because once someone starts seeing the truth, they either become part of the system forever, or they become its enemy. While Agnes is beginning to question Gilead from the inside, Daisy's storyline in Episode 9 looks far more dangerous, because she's no longer hiding from the resistance. She's becoming part of it. The trailer gives us several intense shots of Daisy meeting secretly with underground operatives, studying maps, coded messages, and what appears to be plans for a major mission connected directly to Gilead. And the tension in these scenes feels completely different from earlier episodes. Daisy no longer looks uncertain. She looks determined. One chilling moment in the promo shows a resistance member warning her, "Once you cross this line, there's no going back." That line could define Daisy's entire arc moving forward. Up until now, Daisy has struggled with confusion about her identity and her connection to Gilead. But Episode 9 strongly suggests she's finally embracing the truth, even if it puts her life at risk. The trailer also hints that Daisy may be getting closer than ever to Agnes. There's a very quick shot of Daisy staring at a photograph before the promo cuts immediately to Agnes inside Ardua Hall, which feels intentionally connected. If the series is finally preparing to bring their stories together, Episode 9 could become one of the biggest turning points of the season. But what makes Daisy's storyline especially dangerous is that Gilead appears to be closing in fast. Several scenes show armed guards, surveillance footage, and panic spreading among resistance members. At one point, Daisy is even seen running through a dark corridor while alarms sound in the background, suggesting the operation may go horribly wrong. Still, despite the danger, Daisy seems more fearless than ever. And by the end of this trailer, it's clear she's no longer just trying to survive Gilead's shadow. She's preparing to fight back against it. Aunt Lydia standing alone inside Ardua Hall as the lights flicker and chaos quietly builds around her. From the very beginning of the promo, it's obvious something has changed. For weeks, Lydia has struggled internally with the brutality of Gilead, but now the trailer strongly suggests she's finally ready to stop protecting the system she helped create. One haunting voiceover says, "Every empire eventually rots from within." And the camera immediately cuts to Lydia hiding confidential files beneath her robe. That single moment may reveal everything. The trailer hints that Lydia is secretly gathering evidence against powerful commanders and possibly preparing to expose crimes that could destabilize Gilead from the inside. But what makes these scenes even more intense is how afraid Lydia appears to be. There are multiple shots of her looking over her shoulder, locking doors behind her, and reacting to alarms echoing through Ardua Hall. At one point, she even whispers, "They're watching everyone now." That line suggests the leadership of Gilead may already suspect betrayal within the ants themselves. And if Lydia is discovered, the consequences could be catastrophic. Still, despite the fear, the trailer makes one thing very clear: Lydia is no longer hesitating. There's a powerful scene where she burns documents while staring directly into the flames, almost as if she's destroying the last pieces of the woman she used to be. And near the end of the promo, we briefly see her meeting someone in secret late at night, possibly a member of the resistance. If that's true, then episode 9 could officially mark the moment Aunt Lydia stops serving Gilead, and starts helping bring it down. While the trailer heavily focuses on Aunt Lydia, Agnes, and Daisy, some of the most unsettling moments actually involve Beka and Hulda, because episode 9 strongly suggests both characters are about to be pulled into Gilead's growing paranoia. And the danger surrounding them feels very real. The promo shows Beka looking terrified in nearly every scene she appears in. There's one especially emotional moment where she's standing alone in a dimly lit room, visibly shaking as footsteps approach from outside. Then the trailer cuts to an interrogation scene. Although we never fully see who's questioning her, the atmosphere immediately feels threatening. A voice coldly asks, "Who else knows?" That line could mean Beka has either witnessed something she wasn't supposed to see, or she's being accused of helping the wrong people. And in Gilead, suspicion alone can destroy someone. Meanwhile, Hulda's storyline seems equally tense, but in a very different way. Unlike Beka's visible fear, Hulda appears far more guarded and secretive throughout the trailer. Several quick shots show other ants watching her closely, almost as if they no longer trust her loyalty. One particularly chilling moment features Aunt Vidala saying, "Weakness spreads faster than rebellion." The trailer immediately cuts to Hulda lowering her eyes in silence, which strongly hints she may already be under suspicion. What makes this situation even more dangerous is the possibility that Hulda could secretly be helping Aunt Lydia behind the scenes. If that theory is true, then both Hulda and Beka may already be trapped in a deadly situation with no safe escape. And near the end of the promo, the tension escalates dramatically. We see guards rushing through Ardua Hall, frightened girls hiding inside rooms, and a brief shot of Beka reaching for Hulda's hand before the screen cuts to black. That moment feels incredibly important. Because episode May 9th not simply test their loyalty to Gilead, it may force them to decide who they're willing to risk everything for. As intense as the episode 9 trailer already is, the biggest mystery comes during the final moments of the promo, when everything suddenly shifts from quiet tension to complete chaos. The music cuts out. The lights flicker. And Gilead begins to feel unstable in a way we've never seen before. We see rapid flashes of guards storming through hallways, doors being locked from the inside, frightened girls hiding in silence, and smoke filling parts of Ardua Hall. But the trailer carefully avoids revealing exactly what caused the panic. And that's what makes these final scenes so important. One of the most chilling moments shows Aunt Lydia whispering, "It has already begun." That single line changes the meaning of the entire trailer. Because it suggests whatever Lydia has been secretly planning may already be in motion, whether it's the release of hidden information, a resistance operation, or the beginning of an internal uprising inside Gilead itself. The promo also hides several key details on purpose. We never clearly see who gets captured. We never learn who escapes. And most importantly, the trailer avoids confirming whether Agnes and Daisy finally come face to face. Instead, episode 9 seems focused on uncertainty, betrayal, and fear spreading through every level of Gilead. There's even a blink-and-you'll-miss-it moment where someone appears to delete files while alarms sound in the background, hinting that critical secrets may be destroyed before the truth fully comes out. Meanwhile, another quick shot shows Hulda looking shocked as armed guards rush past her, suggesting events spiral out of control faster than anyone expected. But perhaps the biggest mystery of all is this: who betrayed whom? Because throughout the trailer, nearly every character looks frightened, suspicious, or emotionally broken. And by the final shot, a close-up of Agnes staring in horror at something off-screen, it becomes clear that episode 9 may completely change the future of everyone inside Ardua Hall. Whatever happens next, one thing feels certain: Gilead's cracks are finally starting to show.